Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Talk of the House, episode 2. I know the last week's episode is for us pretty much an hour ago. But how are you guys feeling?
I
feel
have a
good.
stomachache.
Feels great.
Feel like
Actually,
you're
same. I do too.
Oh, no.
It's wonderful, guys.
What?
Do you have stomachache?
No,
No.
that's fine.
Oh,
I kinda too.
I'm
God damn it.
hungry again.
Oh, that's great.
You're hungry. You just ate like
You just ate
rice.
biryani, dude. The biggest of the biggest.
The biggest of the biggest.
Yeah.
The biggest of the
most
biggest?
thickest.
She has rice. We have a burger and
Yeah,
fries.
that's true.
I mean, it kind of rhymes fries and rice.
Nice,
Okay, moving on. Welcome to episode 2 of the Talk of the House, season 2, by the way. It's a much better season than last week.
Yeah.
To be honest,
A lot more production value.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Wow, look at all this equipment. Oh,
Ex-
damn.
Expensive equipment.
Upgraded.
Yeah, man. We have a Huawei P30 Pro.
Wow.
We have an Olympus camera.
Wow.
We have 2 Audio Technica microphones. I must say camera.
Condenser.
Condenser microphones.
Wow.
Lens wear lens.
It's a hybrid, you know. Okay. Welcome to episode 2, where today we're gonna talk about what we're gonna do in our futures. Futures. Is there such thing as futures or future?
Future.
I
Yeah,
think it's
futures
just
works,
one
but-
future.
Okay, that's gonna be the whole episode we're gonna talk about. Is it future or futures?
Grammar, right?
Right. Okay.
I'm hungry.
Of course you are. You're always hungry. What are your plans after poly? We'll leave it for the ladies first, right? After
of
poly.
course.
You want to talk first?
Okay, sure. Okay, so for me, I'm planning to work with this current company for a while. Maybe save up. Then I was thinking like get out of this place because
Aggressive.
Oh, in
with
1 minute she like.
She sounds really passionate about this
Yeah.
company, and then suddenly, whoa.
Get out of here.
as in not this place, as in this company, but as in the country itself. Because like we've talked before that this industry is not exactly
The best.
the best. First burp,
First about the episode.
God damn it.
exactly not the best for in this country. So I was thinking like maybe go to a more concert packed industry, more like Japan, Korea, where it's more like wow, music concert every day.
Wow.
Or
Also like
somewhere-
a country
okay.
that actually focuses on.
That's very
Yeah.
friendly to music industry, I guess. You know.
I mean like cause Singapore has a lot of concerts, but it's not like every day, I guess. And it's
That's
also
true.
small.
I don't think they. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I don't know how many times people come up to me and say, "You sure you want to work in the music industry?"
I
I'm
think
like-
that's
Right.
like
Everyone.
everyone
Yeah.
Yeah,
in this country
definitely.
they will ask like, are you sure you want to do all this?
No, okay. There's a
Honestly, TV. If you know audio, then how you want to watch? You tell me. You just see, you see
Exactly.
visual, you hear nothing. How?
That's the thing.
Then you
That's-
want
that's-
to,
that's
then you
true.
want to say, I don't think it's a very stable job. I
Right. It's a
smack
very underrated
you.
part of the country. Come on,
I
guys.
smack you.
They don't think about it.
Yeah,
They
because
just
they
think
think it's like what is this job gonna do?
Yeah,
for
you're
you?
gonna play
What-
music,
Yeah.
bro. Come
Music.
on.
They only think like audio as music
Yeah.
generally, but
Just
yeah,
composition.
like
there's so
other,
many
No.
things that
That's
goes
why
behind
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, live sound is getting bigger and bigger because more
Yeah.
talents from overseas coming to Singapore to
Mm.
perform.
Exactly.
So that's great. And also like
Even
local talents.
yeah,
exactly.
it's growing. Wow.
And also like if you realize a lot of musicians actually have background
Musicians.
musician they have like background in live sound also. They all know how to do some stuff at least. So like when you become a musician and a live sound yourself, it's easier, I guess.
She's laughing because of
Mew,
musician.
mew.
Yes, of course. We're all laughing because of that.
Musician.
Musician.
Sorry,
How about you, Moon? What are your
Me?
plans after poly?
Will you be a musician?
wait.
After poly, actually, I'm not really sure, but I still want to be in the
Industry,
in
yeah.
the industry because
Audio post?
most likely audio post production. I don't want to not that I don't want to work in live sound. It's just that I just
preference.
Yeah, my preference is more of like, you know,
Post-production.
post-production. Yeah, I don't know. I just find more joy in
Right,
post-production.
To be honest, for me, I prefer post-production because it's like you're isolated from other people.
Oh, yes,
right.
You don't
that's
have
the
to talk to other
reason
people.
No
like,
social contact. Ooh.
I mean, teamwork is important.
Of course.
But when you're doing work, I like to be alone. You know, I just
yeah.
I just like to
Because
focus on my
I
things.
like focus more
Yeah.
things, and you know what you're like. Okay, this is what the client wants. I'm gonna try to do it.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of thing. What was I saying just now?
About what you want to
No.
be after. the
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
How many
I was
was that?
thinking of like, if can, I would like to work with Mashitas in this company.
Sure,
let's
If
go.
can, it'd be nice. Like at least she has somewhat everything. So I want to like go back to like, you know, in school you learn every single thing,
Yeah.
but here is more focused on practical stuff. So I thought of going to this company.
Kind of
Sure,
like, make
come.
yourself an all-rounder like
If
that.
you
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you like
Just like-
video editing, you could actually take over
Yes,
Oh.
I want that. I want every single thing. Every single thing.
Everything.
that. Because like, you know, at the first few months I was doing more of the easier things. But then when there was the busy month and I had too many things to do, I didn't even have time to do video editing anymore. So if you would like to take over my
I would love to work here.
Yeah, Mashita doesn't want to do
Mashita's
everything
boss.
anymore.
Yeah.
Mashita's
I
don't
boss.
want to do
Alex,
everything.
Anything I want to work here. Maybe after like working here with Mashita, probably save up money then freelance.
Let's fly together.
Can you let me speak?
Let's fly
Like maybe
together.
maybe freelancing while traveling the globe.
Yeah, so let's fly together.
Oh, no. she looks so oh no, I don't
Like, get me out of this.
Why?
I can't eat what I want to eat.
You can eat whatever you want. I won't mind.
Or I just sit in my room like
Okay.
Wow.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Moving on, Asyraf.
Right.
What are your
Yeah.
plans after NS?
I think it's
actually?
obvious for the both of us.
Yeah. Okay. After school we have NS. So what are you gonna do?
Right.
Dilupa.
Wow.
Oh,
you forgot.
sure. Forgot we are
It's
guys.
important. Come on.
There's like a gap of holiday.
Right. We got
For
like
them?
2
Oh, yeah.
years.
Yeah, 2 years. But what are you gonna
Okay.
do after NS? Like,
For me,
what are your plans? Your
my
plans?
Your plans?
Honestly, I hope to like go into a university and just like.
Boo.
Be late every
Wow,
day.
yeah, of course. Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
that's the only
gonna
reason
do-
why he goes to university
To
or to
school,
any
yeah.
school. Just to
be
be late. Yeah.
What the heck?
That's
What's
me,
wrong
man.
with you? What no?
That's the thing. I just want to get like something,
degree, yeah.
something different. Not in music or anything. Just so I can have more options when
Backup,
I leave.
you
You know,
mean?
yeah.
Backup plans.
Yeah, you know, so I don't feel enclosed within this industry. But besides that, I also like to expand within this industry lah. Like try to explore other things like post production. I've never had experience with that, but it sounds damn cool. And also, you know, like I've like always want to work in a studio or be like a Foley artist or something. Like damn, that sounds really cool. So I hope I can do that. Maybe.
Sorry.
Second burp. That's
burps.
great.
We are counting by the way.
Everyone, let's count together.
Hey, 1,
Can
2.
smell the ayam
Oh,
merah.
Jesus,
that's what you're
spicy.
gonna do after NS.
Yeah,
right?
man. Just
Alright.
Do that.
That's cool idea.
Right, thank you.
For me, I guess, you know, the House of Fun. I'm gonna even during NS, probably the weekends, I'll try to expand the House of Fun even more. I mean, I've had experience like in post production or in film production. Now I've have experience in live sound.
Oh yeah.
So basically, I have knowledge and skills for video and audio. So I guess I can do that. I mean, I also want to go to university also, but I think I'd rather focus on the House of Fun. You know,
That's true. And you don't have to do it immediately. What you got question?
Teacher,
Yes?
I want to speak.
Are you
Yes,
planning
Mashita.
on like actually like establishing in
Yeah.
as a company,
Yeah.
I would join.
I'm planning to.
Oh,
I mean, after
nice.
NS. I mean, for now, I
Yeah,
guess we're
of course
just
lah.
an unofficial company, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
It sounds
But-
like we are a part-time company.
But yeah, after NS, probably I'll make it more official. Like, make this YouTube channel as more of a company rather than.
Make your own office and all.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I mean, imagine us
Far.
in an office.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so
Have
that
our own
I
studio
guess
and all.
yeah, that's my plan. And if you guys are still around for
I
For the
would
house
fully
of one.
support, honestly.
We'll be in the group. It's
Of
okay.
course.
yeah, you'll be
Anything, just
Just
course,
WhatsApp
sir.
me, bro.
WhatsApp, just WhatsApp,
Yeah,
no Telegram. Okay,
WhatsApp.
sure, all right, okay.
Nobody uses Tele.
Okay.
Since since we're on the topic of the House of One, what expectations and plans do you have for the channel itself? Let's say you have, I mean, you kind of do have control of the channel. We all do.
Yeah.
It's an equal leadership. But what do you guys want to shape the channel to be? 3.
3.
Third.
Okay.
Alright. So what do you guys want it to be?
Personally, I would like to see more production in this. You know, like
Oh, production.
you know, instead of just like this podcast, which is at this moment, maybe you could have more things. You could like devolve into like a media company,
Yeah.
and like we can have partnerships with like other YouTubers or maybe up and rising people that want to be famous.
Yeah.
Then we give them a platform that they can like create their own skits or programs. So like whatever they want to make, they just make it and they come to us and we provide them that service.
Fourth.
Fourth.
And for great. And of course, like, you know, we get the recognition lah.
What was that? I mean, okay. For me, my expectation. I mean, I already told you guys. My expectation is to make more shows. Make this company a bit much. My English is very bad, but
Oh, it's
my,
okay.
make this a much bigger company, more than just like a channel with one show, a podcast. It's just kind of
That's why it's called the House of One, guys.
it's not what it
House of
means.
One.
But yeah, I mean, we are planning on doing other shows.
Planning.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
We do have them.
we're planning.
yeah, we are penning.
Penning from left to right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you guys, the ladies are mine, like have planned for the House of One? I'm sorry, lost my train.
Mashita's cooking show maybe.
I was thinking like the food thing. Like we travel around Singapore trying new food
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and reviewing them.
Yeah.
That
Then you can-
includes in the freelancing while traveling.
The freelance.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's part of the House of One.
Yeah, and you can
For-
make it
for
like
the
a
House of One.
mukbang and ASMR thing
Ooh.
also.
Oh
like,
my God,
multitasking.
She wants to be like
I would
there and eat at the
Here's
same
the
spot.
thing
Right,
about
yeah.
eating ASMR. I
I
know
hate
some
sounds.
people love that
Mm.
part of ASMR, but I
I
don't.
hate it, man.
The both of us don't.
I'm about
It's
to
just
kill
like-
myself if
I
I
hear
hear
like, like
I mean, we all have a friend who loves ASMR.
Yeah, we all
Alright.
know
Yeah.
that one
Of
person.
course.
You know, when I listen to it, I'm like, what? This is so
Why do
disgusting.
people like this?
But
Rina, like,
why are you watching this? What?
oh yeah. So
I don't get
probably
that,
not
yeah.
maybe not ASMR. It's like,
right,
it's like
right.
more for probably like if
I expect more of like the worth it kind of
Like a
content.
review
yeah,
lah.
yeah, like
Makes sense.
BuzzFeed. Oh, I love that.
Ooh.
Like
Okay, since
$2 chicken rice versus $500 chicken rice. Is
I
it?
know 500
Something
like a
like
bit
that.
too much.
Oh, is it?
but like,
Okay.
8 carat
no,
gold chicken.
Damn.
edible gold, edible
boy.
silver, edible diamond.
Yes, gold
Edible
plates
diamond.
and forks. you know.
Diamond.
See everything on the chicken.
It's just gold.
But the rice is just a plain rice.
Plain rice, not even chicken rice.
Edible diamond, edible gold, but the rice is just
Plain rice.
No,
plain rice, plain white rice. So, yeah, but here's a better question: what's your expectations of this podcast? This season, at least.
This
Yes.
season,
What else? What other podcasts you think I'm talking about?
I thought you were talking about like shows.
Okay, now let's move on to this show specifically. What do you expect in this season? Even though it's
I
actually
like how she just like
Asyraf?
Me? Why me? I'm always good for- Okay. Of course, if you insist. For me, I wanna see more talking in this podcast. You know.
Haven't
Am
we
I
been
right?
talking
Haven't we been
enough?
talking?
Oh, not enough. Oh, okay. Oh, anyways, like, I would really like to
Sorry, I
get
have
more
to.
podcast. Oh, okay.
But you can get out.
Shishi break.
What are your expectations of this season of the podcast?
For me, I would like to see more talking in this season, like, you know, like,
And I'm gonna ask the question again.
we're gonna ask questions.
Haven't we been talking?
Haven't we
Yeah.
been talking so
Oh,
much?
right, that's true.
You mean like talking objectively or like?
Now, more seriously, I would think I just want us to broach more interesting topics. Like, I'm not saying the last season wasn't interesting. Of course, it was interesting, but like,
Interestingly
interestingly
weird.
weird. How dare you? We pour our heart and soul into that. Okay.
I don't.
No? Oh, okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's not.
Anyway, I want to see more like discussion and for us to be more standardized. Like, you can see that there's a lot more order to our podcast this season, and I think that's a great first step lah. Like,
Yeah.
we're having segments now, and it's more organized. It's less like haphazard. We're like talking back and forth. I mean, of course, there's still traces of it here and there lah. But
And then there's a special event for the last episode.
yeah, exactly.
Huh?
Maybe a special
Oh.
sections one.
Oh god.
Right, God
We had a meeting about it, and now she totally forgot about it. Sure.
She blanked out. Come on.
I was like, I thought you were talking about at the end of this episode.
No.
There's something
No.
special. That's why I was like, huh?
Yeah, besides that, like, I want to see us like talk about more stuff, more new topics that we haven't approached yet, you know, and just explore more ground, lor, you know.
Yeah.
Explore more ground.
I mean, the difference between back then and now is that we actually planned things for
Yeah.
for this season.
We have like a script and all, like,
Yeah.
a brief outline of what's going on. Okay.
Yeah, thanks to Moon. Okay, fine.
Flex,
Alright.
alright.
Sure, alright.
I'm not a planner.
I mean, it's true.
I mean,
had-
okay.
I had time.
You have so much time.
So much time. But yeah, this season is more
Organized.
organized and we have everything in order. We've planned out literally everything except for venue.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I mean, we kind of did. It's just that.
Yeah, we still
Getting
plan
the
for
place.
it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Unforeseen circumstances.
Yeah, true. And yeah, I think for me the expectations for this season would be more to be more engaging with the audience, you know.
Yeah.
Like not just through comments or emails, but more to like doing the podcast. It's fine.
Fifth.
Oh, 5 hours. Damn.
How many burps do you have in you?
I have
But-
too much air.
What was I saying? Be more engaging with like
Engaging.
people.
The audience.
Hey,
yeah.
stop it!
Engaging.
Engaging with people who are not in this podcast. So yeah,
Right.
so like the segment that we have now is the what do you think segment. We literally ask people questions and we'll reply them in a later episode, which is it's a great thing for us for now. Yeah. So
For now.
for now. So what about you two, the ladies? What expectations of this
So tell me
season?
now, what do you think?
What do
I
you-
mean,
Oh.
wait a minute.
They're staring at each other.
Come on, guys.
I don't know.
Actually, I also we both have the same thinking. It's like we're connected.
We are always connected like this. But I
Connected.
think because it's season 2, I hope for more interaction also lah. Because now it's like what? The second season. It's been quite a long time.
Right.
And maybe like
12
our
episodes.
friends, like our listeners have also like just finished their intern. Maybe they have time to listen to us now. And, and like basically more interaction and replying to questions or burning
6.
Six.
questions or burning like questions. Oh,
Questions like burning questions.
my English. But basically just answering to what people have on their mind lah. Because last season was more of like the top top things like trends or whatever.
Yeah, I literally just Google top things to
Literally.
talk about, and it just
Goddamn.
comes out like, okay, I'll put that in the season.
So yeah, maybe this one will be more catered towards what the audience want.
Yeah, right. The things you're interested in and all that.
I think what we all expect in this season will be more light-hearted topics and to have fun, to just
So deep.
Suggestions
Yeah.
by me again.
okay, fine, jeez.
Okay,
Oh God,
I'm kidding.
just
Kidding.
I feel so sad now. I feel so depressed.
Sorry, one.
Alright, more light-hearted topics, like more light-hearted conversations, and really just to have fun while talking about it. I mean, back
like-
then, talk about depression is
Yeah.
not something fun to talk about.
Right. We talked about suicide in one
Yeah.
episode. Wow.
Season 1 was like, maybe, okay,
Season
this is
one.
just my opinion. Like, season 1 was more, it's really heavy.
Mm.
Like,
It's the topics that people don't say but have on their mind.
yeah, I
Yeah.
have it on, but so it's really heavy, and it's like season 1, it's only season 1.
It's
So
good.
it's like,
I guess. Is it?
it's good, but it's more of like, because I feel like we should have started off light.
Yeah.
Right. And then we
Yeah.
slowly delve
Then
into
we,
deeper.
Yeah, then we slowly.
shit.
So
Yeah,
that's
right.
why every
We
time.
did it in first. Sorry.
Oh, dia want to say sila.
So every time.
Every time we record, then the topics get heavier and heavier, and in my head,
Right.
I was like, shit, what am I supposed to talk about?
Yeah, that's actually what we've the challenge that we faced last season. Always like last season, every episode has 2 topics. So pretty much,
Right.
except for actually the first one also has relationships versus careers. Those are 2
Oh,
different
right.
topics. We're always talking about 2 topics for an hour, maybe even more than an hour, and it's more like that one of the topics we don't talk about it that much. We only cater 30 minutes to each topic. You know what I mean? So like every episode, it's kind of rushed.
Yeah.
Right.
It feels rushed, and it feels like we didn't really give much of our opinions to it. But then again, the other topics we don't have a lot of opinions to give,
Yeah.
especially
Especially some of the ignorant people,
Yeah.
might not know too much about it. Whatever.
the things that we don't usually face in
Yeah.
real life. Yeah, we don't. That's my fault. I apologize, my friends, but still
Okay, none of us are perfect like me.
Perfect.
Perfect like me.
They're perfect like me.
but at least now this season is more organized.
Right.
We have 30 minutes to talk about a topic, and we move on to the segment if you guys But yeah, I guess that's our expectations of this season, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, nobody expected a rise in audience, but sure. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody expect anybody to listen to the
No,
podcast.
but like our podcast is at the moment probably is catering more towards like our age,
Yeah.
and it's more of like our friends also.
Yeah, our social group.
Yeah.
All our 12 viewers out there, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, 13.
13. Man.
So in the span of 6 months, we only gain one viewer.
Thank God.
But yeah, of course we expect to try to cater to more people, but it's difficult, you know.
Of course.
How are we gonna talk about future plans to an elderly person?
Right.
Future plans.
We are going through that state of like from student life to workforce.
Yeah.
Adult.
So it's like an awkward phase for all of us, I guess.
Yeah.
It's an awkward phase.
awkward and fast moving.
Some are probably getting married by now.
Yeah.
My friends are
I-
married already.
Right.
I
like,
was
what?
shook. I was like,
I have a cousin the same age that got married. I'm
I'm
like,
like-
wow.
Same.
wow.
I'm 22. I've not even finished school, so great to hear
That's
that. I
the
guess.
Yeah, no problem.
But yeah,
Dun, dun,
Dun, dun.
I should have joined along. But yeah, I guess that's what we want to do for the podcast. Let's talk about future plans in general. Like, how does it, like, how to say, is it better to like plan what we're gonna do in the future? No? Okay, Mashita is not shaking her head.
Is shaking, so
She thinks
will-
Disapproving.
through
she will
audio.
Speak first.
Yes.
It's just that I mean it's okay to plan, but I wouldn't plan like so elaborately. I would probably just plan like, okay, I wanna do this, but then I wouldn't exactly like, okay, I'm
Put it
gonna,
in detail.
yeah, because I feel like life is so uncertain.
Yeah, that's
A
Even
lot of
if
things
I-
can
Yeah,
change.
yeah.
Yeah, in the middle, yeah.
And also as the years pass by, like it's getting more expensive, so I have to think of other things also, like how am I gonna go here, how am I gonna go there. If I want to work here, I have to save up. Oh my god. And then if I want to, like, basically I can't plan for long term because things changes fast. Each time they change, it changes a lot.
Yeah, especially
And
with the
then-
country we live in, like
Yeah.
everything's changing all the time.
We
so-
come back from intern and suddenly like what, the bus prices are
Oh
gonna
yeah,
rise
right.
up.
Another thing is I was gone for like 6 months.
She wasn't even in Singapore.
Yeah,
She
and
was
I
like,
came back. I came back. You know, Causeway Point is in renovation, right? I came
my
back and then I saw like the
God.
Apple store change to Samsung store. I was like, wait, what just happened? 6 months are gone.
The basement is gone.
Yeah, the building is also
Oh,
gone.
right.
I
A
was
lot,
like,
yeah, a lot
what is
literally changed. Yeah.
happening?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's too fast. There's no
Oh,
time
right.
to actually
plan
like
it
plan it out.
Yeah.
I agree with you actually.
That's true.
That's why I thought of. I didn't really think of my future because like, well, I mean in general, I know what I want to do, but to plan it out, like
Exactly.
okay, at this age I want to like be something or like I want to do this, thing,
Right,
or,
right.
like, do that thing. It's really hard, lah, honestly. Like because sometimes, like for someone like me, I still do love doing sound work, but there are times where I don't want. There are times where I just want to stray away from it. So
Yeah.
I've maybe just get another thing to like, or maybe who knows, another thing that I like is something that I want to do in the future. Yeah, somewhat like that. And yeah.
It's relatable.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very relatable. I,
I mean,
feel like
sometimes
the
I
same
still
way.
don't even want to work. You know, this.
Sometimes I just want to stay at home, bro. Dude.
That sounds like Asyraf to us.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, but when you're a kid, you're like, oh, I want to be a policeman, man.
Ah.
You know?
Right,
Yeah,
all
but-
these
The typical
ambitions.
jobs.
Wow.
But then when you actually grow up, it changes.
Who wants to be a doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because our parents would definitely ask like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Mm.
Mine was a teacher, to be very honest.
Same, same.
But when they ask like, oh, teacher of what? That's where you're like,
Just
Like-
teach, no?
Just
Yeah,
teacher.
just
I don't care.
it's not that hard what to teach. When you were younger, it wasn't that hard, okay?
Right.
But once we grow up and then we discover a lot of things, and then that's when like,
Yeah, there's more to
Oh,
this world
it's
than just...
difficult to teach.
Yeah.
You gotta at least know the subject.
you have to be like good at it.
Alright.
If you're not good, say bye bye.
Yeah.
It's like when you want to be like, let's say, an English teacher, and then you grow up, you try to learn English, and you're like, what the hell?
What is
Yeah.
this? What
There are
is
more
English?
to this. There are more to words than
Exactly. You can't like...
what are conjunctions? Like?
Yeah, you can't speak English being like speaking Singlish, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in Singapore, you
Yeah,
confirm
so-
sing.
Damn, bro.
Sing,
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 sing.
sing,
You confirm speaking.
Yeah, it'll confirm
English,
spill out,
Singlish,
right?
yeah. What about you? What did you want to be when you grew up?
For me, it was like a doctor. Well, I didn't really
Oh.
want to. It was more like my dad was like, hey, "You be a doctor when you grow up." And I'm like, okay. And then at some point I'm like, I don't want to be a doctor.
Okay, what did you personally want to be?
For me, I honestly like for the whole of my life, I actually didn't really know what I want. After that whole like, do I really want to be a doctor phase? So it was like,
Isn't that you now?
no, not now. That was like in secondary school. So like after a while, I was just like, what should I be? Then at one point, I was like, hey, music sounds pretty cool. Like, you know, I could make music and shit. I wish I joined band as a CCA or something. Then so I decided, you know, in poly maybe I'll try it. I give it a shot, and to be honest, I'm realizing it's not cut out for me. So maybe like
You realize there's more to music.
Yeah, there's more to music than just making music. But honestly, I have discovered that like the other sectors of music is still quite interesting. Like the other parts of music industry, post production, live sound, all of that. Like there's a lot more to it and it's quite cool lah. But besides that, besides the music industry, I want to say I wanna find more to
Do.
life. You know, go beyond the music industry, find something that I can like settle down on. You know. Do for the rest of my life. Will I do live sound for the next 30 years of my life? I don't think so, man. No way.
Aku rasa itu stick je.
Right.
You just
Cannot
don't
sia.
stick.
I die sia,
You don't
bro.
I mean, by then he could literally hide behind a pole.
I could.
Or he could become a bodybuilder.
Bodybuilder.
Oh,
Maybe
Because you're always carrying
the
heavy
opposite
stuff.
of it. Yeah, I guess lah.
By his biceps, like, okay, like that.
Like the sticker you made of him. Do you remember?
I remember.
From my face on that black muscular
Yes,
man or
yes.
something.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, nobody knows it.
God damn.
It's an inside joke. I'm sorry.
Secret.
What I wanted to be
Mhm.
when I grew up was an astronaut.
An astronaut.
I mean, okay,
Of
it was a common thing for kids to want to be when they grow up, right?
Yeah.
To be an
course.
astronaut.
Like to be a dinosaur.
But
or
then,
something.
okay, maybe not Mashita lah. To be what?
Oh,
Dinosaur.
you guys are
I
not-
mean, if
okay,
you think
never
about
mind.
it, we will become dinosaurs.
Oh yeah, someday. That's true.
Soon.
Cause
Of
we-
course.
Yeah.
We all become dinosaurs, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to be an astronaut, but as I grow older, when I go through secondary school and stuff, I mean, the primary school was fine. I'm like, to be an astronaut, you need science, right? And in primary school, like, oh, okay, this is easy.
Yeah.
Secondary school, oh my god.
Yeah.
Then only you're like, where's my diploma in astronaut studies, bro?
I'm like, oh no, I don't think I'm gonna be an
Yeah,
astronaut
man,
now.
it's not happening.
So I just changed. I just decided what I want to be, realistically. Like I even passed Sec 1 science.
How the
hell?
Why
Exactly.
is it about plants or something? No.
What?
That's primary school, bro.
Tiba-tiba.
Ma'am, do you even know
Wow.
what?
Sec one?
Astronaut needs biology, man, no, right? Oh,
I guess so, yeah.
Well,
Combine.
you're technically living in
Yeah,
outer
yeah, that's
space,
true.
so you need to.
Cultivation and all that shit.
I know how we, yeah.
Yeah, start talking about science or something. God damn it.
But yeah, because of science, I stopped aspiring to be an astronaut. Yeah.
No, I think to compare like us when we were younger and then like now, because we grow up in a country where everything has to be realistic. So like you can't even dream to be something.
Yeah.
And that's the sad part lah, cause like everyone's like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that. But then in real life, you can't get
Everything that you wish for,
lah,
right?
you wish
Yeah.
for, and
I mean, you can be what you want to be. It's just you have to be motivated to
Yeah,
do
you have to
so.
work damn hard for it.
Yeah.
Like in
Yeah.
Singapore, you want to be an astronaut? Oh boy. You're talking about- like, I don't think there are any space stations to work
I mean,
in
the closest can be to an astronaut is at Discovery Channel. The
Alright.
Discovery Channel, the
Discovery
Discovery Center.
Discovery
I mean, yeah, the closest can be to an astronaut is to watch space movies in Singapore. Yeah. But it's a challenging world. But I'm pretty sure there are people who like aspire to be, let's say, a doctor. They actually become doctors because they actually wanted to be.
Yeah, they're motivated.
Very,
to do it.
very motivated to do the hard work to get a medical degree or whatever is needed to
Salute.
become a doctor.
but I think if you were talking about like doctors or something like that, it's an easy thing to achieve, if you get what I mean. Because like it's right there, you can
Yeah.
do it.
Mm.
But in terms of like us,
We have
Like,
to
you want to
work
be-
around it.
Yeah.
you want to be like a musician, you want
Yeah,
to be a
yeah.
performer, or
You,
you, want
you
to
can't just be
like,
one thing,
Yeah,
right?
you can't just be one thing.
Yeah.
You have to like actually know, or like it. I mean, it is right there, but it's just that it's hard. Like it's even harder to get like a doctor shit thing. So like, I don't know.
It's true lah. Like in Singapore, it's more easier to. I would say it's easier to become a doctor than a well-recognized musician or something like that. Like it just depends on like what's in demand right now, lah. I guess.
Yeah.
Like Singapore doesn't particularly care about art,
Media.
the art side more.
Mm-mm.
So
Yeah.
it's a bit harder lah.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
agree,
shame
I
lah.
agree.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's, yeah. I mean, I guess I can agree. Being like trying to be a doctor or let's say a lawyer is more realistic than being a musician. But then it's the fact that we don't believe that we can do it is why it's now a stigma where it's not a realistic thing to get.
Yeah.
Because we're so focused on, okay, let's say as a country, we're so focused on business and politics and whatever's trending in the whole world that we forgot about the creative industry, and that's why everyone's going to YouTube, everyone's going to Twitch, because nobody. I mean, I'm sure other countries do. I'm pretty sure USA does, America does, but in Singapore they don't. Even though they say we support the creative talents, we support local artists.
Those
But-
are usually like musicians themselves.
Yeah.
Which is it's very hard to be in the industry that we want, especially as in music in Singapore. So that's why it's pretty much the older generation that looks away from the creative industry. Which is why
Probably because
It doesn't make sense to
Yeah.
them.
it's probably like, okay, maybe to them it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because like influence from government.
Yeah, it's probably like a product of their time. Like, I don't think
Like,
there were
I
many
mean,
musicians then. Right?
Honestly, older Singapore, they are actually focused on music.
Yeah, they are
If you were
creative.
to think about it,
Yeah.
they actually focused on the art side.
Mm.
But maybe because they are following the trends of like, okay, we need to be in business, we have to be well known for
That's true, that's
something.
true.
And at that time, probably arts is like every country has it.
a secondary thing.
Like, yeah, but they want to focus on like something that Singapore can do, and like other countries can be what do I say, like I don't know how to put it in words. It's like
Put it in actions
Actually,
instead.
yeah, it's like arts is just a part of culture. Yeah, so and something that we can keep on striving for is business. Yeah, arts is just
Like business
arts.
and more realistic things like
Yeah, I also think,
doctors
like,
and nurses.
It's because like the older generation, I've heard a lot of them say like, oh, dulu last time the songs are also meaningful. They have this kind of lyrics.
Right.
So like, wow, you see this song is talking about how it's so hard last time. But then all the like not all lah, but generally the songs now have almost no meaning, or they are all about love, that kind of thing. It's difficult to find one that's about like life itself, depressing, that kind of thing. So I think that's, and also like it's more towards EDM and more pop beats. So older generation are not into that kind of unchi.
Yeah, of course.
So moment they hear like ooh, and then they're like, apa lagu ni? It's
I mean,
like,
the part of the Singapore's past actually there's a phase where Singapore actually was creative, making creative songs, very good songs. I think was it called Nanyang or
I think
something like that.
yeah, it was an old.
And then as you guys mentioned, because back then it was still like kampung style.
Style, yep.
And
Very
they need to
cultural.
grow as a country. They have to focus on business, and maybe that's why they focus on that so much that
That
they-
They
Yeah.
kind of lost
stray
that
away,
culture
yeah.
and all that.
But
It's a shame,
it's things like this that really prevents us from planning our futures. Especially like if we want to plan a company or to start a company or plan,
The creative.
because we're all in the media industry. Who says it's going to change in the next 2 years? Let's say after we come up NS,
different.
Our whole life will change, man.
I mean, it's
No media industry. No.
It's gone from Singapore.
Damn, it's banned. No ads.
I mean, who knows? In 2 years, YouTube may be banned, or YouTube might close down.
That one,
Maybe.
like,
The moment they come out, the two of us will be like, no more.
You guys will be like veterans in the live sound
no
industry.
more. There's no more.
Oh man,
We are moving now.
we're dead.
Speaking of moving on to what do you think?
What do you think?
So I guess the question for these segments, for this episode is, the way she looks at me. I don't know if she's zoning on.
sorry.
Okay, today's question is should kids really plan out years ahead of their time?
No.
Years
Yes
ahead
and no.
of their time?
Yeah.
Okay. What age are you talking about?
Let's say we're in secondary school, yeah. Why not? Okay, Mashita is shaking her head.
Sorry. I was thinking like, cause last time primary school we finish PSLE, we do PSLE so hard just to go into secondary school, which is not
Really, meh?
confirm also. No,
Actually, I honestly didn't care about my PSLE.
same. I just did
I
it.
just like
I
free
pass.
flow.
I pass. Okay, I pass.
Right,
But
the reason
like-
for this question, right, is because every time when you're in secondary school, or you're about to graduate secondary school, your teachers would always ask you, are you supposed to plan out your future in this period of time? And you're like,
I agree.
we're busy with exams, we're busy with O
Studying and
levels,
all
A
that,
levels,
like,
whatever.
I mean, back then it was okay to plan lah. But the moment you get your results, there's
Yeah.
all the
What-
plan goes away.
Yeah.
If all the plan goes away if
You don't get what
you
you
don't
want.
you,
You don't
you don't
work.
get the points that you want.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah.
Munirah?
What was the question again?
Do you think it's like
Oh.
She literally just talked about it.
Sorry. Actually, no. I mean, it's good, but to me, it's better to just have a general
Idea of what you want to be.
actually want to do, but also have a backup plan. Especially okay, for secondary school children out there, all the 2000s. I mean, it's good to know what you want to do or what you want to be, but you have to think about
if you don't get it?
if you don't get it.
You
I
don't
mean,
Yeah.
it's true.
yourself,
I mean,
please.
it's true.
Yeah.
Cause like back in secondary school for me, I really wanted to like go into music.
Oh.
Like in secondary school, okay, my teachers will always like every other teacher will ask, oh, what do you want to do after like secondary school? I didn't actually have like what I wanted to be, because I just say in my head I actually want to be a performer, like to actually perform for people, but at the same time I was thinking, what if I can't be that?
Alright.
So how I respond to that question is that I would like to work in a creative industry. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
that's
smart
what I
answer.
say.
Yeah.
That's what I say. I just say anything related to audio,
That's
because
cool.
you won't know where you can go.
It's the safest option.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
safest option, true, but at least you know what you want to do. You just don't know specifically what you can do. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why my brain.
Smart.
Yeah.
And for me, I guess, yeah. I mean, you should plan out your future. Like, what you're going to do to achieve the goal in your life. But then again, there's so many variables in life that
Right.
that
So
stops you from it.
unpredictable.
Yeah.
Planning
And okay.
only goes so
After
far.
the astronaut thing, in secondary school, I want to. I mean, I am right now, but I want to be a full-fledged film director, filmmaker, and not an independent one, by the way, which I am right now, honestly. But I want to be like, I want to work in a company where I can be a film director or film producer. But then when I try to apply for film school, let's say Nanyang Polytechnic, I get rejected. I apply again, I get rejected, and then I was forced to go to IT because I failed my O levels. So my choices were very limited, and I had to change my paths on the spot. But I still had my future planned out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's just I added on stuff.
technically, what you mean is like, I like what I said. You have a goal. It's
Yeah.
just that
How you,
you
gonna
didn't.
achieve it?
You probably just see it in one way, but you don't see it in other ways.
Yeah.
So you had to think on the spot. Okay, what
Yeah.
am I supposed to do? Kind of thing.
Actually, after IT, I thought I was going to be doing film also, but no, I mean
In art.
Alright.
I'm in audio, but it's fine by me, cause
Both of them are.
yeah,
They go hand in hand.
audio for film, yeah, they go hand in hand.
And you did learn about video in
Yeah.
somewhat in our
So
industry.
my plan is actually working out.
Yeah, it's not
fine.
bad.
Yeah.
Good job.
It's just that you it wasn't fully in video.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not fully the plan wasn't really fully realized, but because the variables in life, the challenges, it just changes the path, alters the path in a different direction.
I agree.
But you always go back to the same. Yeah.
You can still achieve it lah.
Yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, I mean,
man.
you guys should plan out your futures. I mean, I'm talking about the secondary school students.
Right.
But if it gets altered in any way, you can always find
A way
another
back to it.
a way back to it. You know.
Yeah, you know, like I think like I am a good example of a bad example.
What is
So
happening?
basically, in secondary school, I had no plan whatsoever. I just wing it all the way, man. So I still had no clue what I wanted to do in life. So by the end of it, what happened was I like failed. I didn't do that well, and I even failed my math. So
Same.
I limited myself in where I could go and the prospects I could have in the future. So in the end, I had like just a handful of like courses to pick from. So I just picked whichever interested me most, which was music. And somehow I got into it. I'm glad I don't have to spend 2 more years in IT or something. But like I didn't look at you for any reason.
I feel a bit offended by that.
Excuse me. There's nothing wrong with IT. But I'm in a rush to get my adult life started. So
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh.
I mean, the thing about your path being altered, you have to take more time to get to your goal.
That's true.
Yeah.
And to like you have less knowledge. So
Yeah.
like there's a
Don't let
gap there.
age affect your decision to become something.
Yeah.
Because I mean, by the time I get off NS, I'll be 24, 25.
Exactly.
But at least I'll be in where I wanted to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
And like as I was saying, so I didn't have a plan. So I think that's a good example for you to realize that you should have a plan. You should know what you want to do. Even if it's not like the most thorough plan, at least have a brief outline of like
Yeah.
where you want to go. And I think you'll at least be able to set yourself for a while after secondary school and like your life for the next few years. So, yeah.
So yeah, basically,
So in
general.
In
in
general,
in
do plan a
summary,
bit.
Try to plan a
Just
bit
plan
lah.
a
Just a
bit,
bit
yeah.
lah.
at least have a
General
idea of
lah.
okay what you want to be.
Yeah.
Then
At
you
least
just
secondary
see
school.
like ways you
Yeah.
can go, not just look at one way.
Yeah, like you cannot have like a 100% accurate map, right? You know.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
fail, don't be sad, cause maybe you can do other things. You can go to other ways. You can go to ITE. Even though ITE might take you 2 or 3 years, at least you gain more knowledge. You get the time. You get to see like how you can make yourself better in the future. Also,
Yeah.
Poly,
True.
poly isn't everything. to be
yeah.
very
Even though
honest.
it's like 3 years, it's probably
3 years is too short to
I
actually
would
get.
say go ITE then poly because
Yeah.
you get to do more.
Why
Yeah,
don't Singapore
you
do
spend
that?
at
Just
least, like,
give us
5
all,
years, you know?
everyone, all go ITE.
Yeah.
Not everyone will have the same opinion about
But also depends lah, cause ITE has so much courses, right? Compared to poly, there's
It's much more easier to get into them, like because
I
Alright.
guess so.
yeah.
I mean, not all.
Kill up time lah, you know.
I'm
mean,
not
yeah.
so sure about the getting into.
Compared to poly lah.
Talking about like O levels, right? O level results. Like I said, I failed my O levels, but I still managed to go into a good IT course, which is cyber network security. And we're like,
Wow.
what? How is that gonna do anything with video and audio? And I'm like,
Isn't that like
sorry,
programming security kind of thing?
something like that. But
Man.
people like I said, people always ask me like, what is that got anything to do with video and audio? Why didn't you take filmmaking in IT? I'm like, you know what? Because back then I felt discouraged, so I changed my path a bit. So I went to cyber network security because I know that job, right, is actually pretty much hours of slacking.
Damn.
But still, like, even after ITE, I realized that I should really go back to the path that I intended to go to. So yeah, don't let your O level results discourage you.
yeah.
Get
There's so
if
many
you plan out your future, just do something. If you don't get like what you want along the way, just try to find a way around it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So with that said, I guess that wraps up the episode. So here's the what do you think question for you guys. Should you guys should secondary school kids plan out their futures ahead of time? So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 2 of the Talk of the House. See you guys in the next episode.